Then Kokushibo starts remembering his brother again.
Yoriichi, whenever you smile, I used to feel very strange. When we talked about our successors, you were talking very optimistically and laughing. I was feeling very proud that our generation is a special generation. But after that, when you smiled, I started feeling irritated and my whole mood got spoiled. After all, what were you laughing at that time? I have cut this person into 2 pieces, but he is still not leaving his blade. And the other one, despite being a human, is using blood demon art. One is not dying, even after so much blood loss. And this 4th person is growing like a demon and keeps surpassing his limits. These people can't even use Sunbreathe, but still their swords are converting into red Nichiren sword. After all, what's the fun in seeing this future? I am getting very angry with the fear of losing, so I will not lose again, even if my head gets cut off.
Kokushibo stops his bleeding, and Gyome tells Sanemi to continuously attack Kokushibo so that they can kill him. And the sacrifice of Muichiro and Genya does not go in vain. Then, they both start attacking Kokushibo with their breathing techniques. And Kokushibo cuts off Muichiro's hand and starts taking out his sword and Genya's blood demon art from his hands.
I can't lose so easily. If I take out these 2 things, I will be able to regenerate again. They are both dead, so their techniques will also disappear very soon. And after that, I will achieve victory over death despite my head being cut off.
Then Gyome and Sanemi attack Kokushibo again. But Kokushibo manages to regenerate his head and transforms into his real monster form. Seeing this, Sanemi is surprised, but Gyome still tells him to attack Kokushibo.
I have finally regenerated my head again. So now, no matter how much these people attack me, I will still not lose.
Then Kokushibo sees his reflection in Sanemi's sword.
After all, what kind of ugly form is this?
Then Kokushibo starts remembering Yoriichi again, who had promised Kokushibo that if Kokushibo becomes the country's strongest samurai, then Yoriichi will also become the country's 2nd strongest samurai.
Is this a samurai's form? Did I really always want to be like this?
Then we see that where Muichiro had attacked, Kokushibo's body is still not able to regenerate. And Gyome and Sanemi attack again and blow off Kokushibo's head. And Kokushibo is not able to use his blood demon art even if he wants to.
I can't accept defeat right now. If I accept defeat like this, I will be ashamed of my life. Is this why I lived for 100 years? Did I really turn into a monster out of fear of dying? Did I really want to become so strong that I ate all those humans? But it was nothing like that. Because I actually wanted to be like Yoriichi. Those who don't feel jealous of others are just lucky, because they haven't met anyone whom the gods love so much. We were twins, which was considered unlucky, because it could cause problems at the time of succession. My brother Yoriichi was born with a useless birthmark, which is why my father ordered him to be killed. But my mother refused to do so, and she became very angry, because of which my father planned to send Yoriichi to the temple at the age of 10. Even though we were brothers, our rooms, clothes, education, and food were all different. And because of this, Yoriichi never left my mother's left side. Whenever I saw him, he would hug his mother from the left side, and I always felt pity for Yoriichi. I always used to hide from father to meet Yoriichi, and since I couldn't give him anything of mine, I made him a flute. Since childhood, I had never seen Yoriichi laugh, and he didn't even speak until he was 7 years old, because of which people thought that maybe he was deaf. But when I was practicing with the sword in the garden, I realized that he was completely different, because when he was looking at me, I felt a coldness inside my body. And then he spoke to me for the first time, and he knew about my dream that I wanted to become the strongest samurai in the country. At that time, I was so shocked that my sword fell from my hand. Then, suddenly he said that he also wants to become a samurai like me. And at that time, he smiled for the first time, which made me feel very bad. Because a samurai protects others by putting his life in danger, but a child who always sticks to his mother can never become a samurai. But after that, Yoriichi always started coming to watch me practice. And the person who was teaching me swordsmanship, Yoriichi asked him to teach him swordsmanship too, because of which my teacher gave him a bamboo sword and taught him the basic stance of the sword. And after that, my teacher asked Yoriichi to attack him, and Yoriichi defeated him with great ease. I had never been able to attack him even once, but Yoriichi defeated him in just 4 strikes, because of which he got injured in many places on his body. And seeing this, Yoriichi felt very bad, and after that, he never talked about becoming a samurai again. But I wanted to know what the secret of Yoriichi's power was, because of which I tried to talk to him, and then I came to know that Yoriichi can see the transparent world. I didn't understand all this at that time, but I came to know that Yoriichi can see inside the bodies of living creatures. Yoriichi was born with this special vision just like his mark, and on top of that, he also had physical capabilities. The child I pitied. At that time I realized that he was stronger than me, but instead of a sword, he was talking about playing. I wanted to dedicate my life to the sword, for which I worked very hard and endured a lot of pain, because I knew that I could become strong by working hard. But in front of a prodigy, my hard work was nothing. Wouldn't it have been much better if the one who needed this talent the most got it? But Yoriichi didn't care about swordsmanship at all. He had the talent for it, but he wasn't happy at all, because for Yoriichi, swordsmanship was a child's game.
As soon as Yoriichi's father found out about Yoriichi's talent, Yoriichi and Kokushibo's places were switched. And now, instead of Yoriichi, Kokushibo was being sent to the temple. After some time, Yoriichi tells his brother that their mother has died, and we see Yoriichi getting ready to go to the temple. And at the same time, he is also taking the flute given by his brother so that he can feel that he is close to his brother.
The flute I gave to Yoriichi was just trash, but still, he had hidden it like a treasure, and he was very happy. And this is what I couldn't understand. So Yoriichi left from there without taking anything. And I found out from reading my mother's diary that Yoriichi had realized that he was going to be the successor in my place, which is why he decided to leave home. And then I also found out that our mother was very ill and she felt a lot of discomfort in her left side, because of which I realized that Yoriichi used to stay on his mother's left side so that he could always support her. At that time, I got very angry and I hated Yoriichi, and I prayed that he would die.
Yoriichi's father tried to bring him from the temple, but Yoriichi had disappeared somewhere, and no one knew anything about it. Kokushibo was very happy to hear this, that his wish had been fulfilled, and after that, for 10 years he lived his life peacefully with his child and wife. But one day, a demon attacked him and his companions, whom Yoriichi came and killed, and they both came face to face again.
Yoriichi saved me from the demons that day, and I saw that his sword skill had also improved a lot, because he had defeated something that humans can't defeat. As soon as I saw Yoriichi, my peaceful days were over, and my jealousy and hatred were born again inside my heart. So Yoriichi apologized to me for being late, which surprised me, because now Yoriichi had become very strong and had become a person who had no flaws. I saw in him the power and skill that I had always wanted to acquire. That's why I left my family and followed Yoriichi's path as a demon slayer. Then I saw that Yoriichi had told many people about his sword technique and breathing style, but no one could reach his level. Yoriichi worked on each person's strength and taught them how they could modify their breathing style, which led to the creation of many forms of sun breathing, and the power of the demon slayers increased. After some time, a mark like Yoriichi's appeared on my body too, but in the end, I could never use sun breathing properly. That's why I used moon breathing, which was derived from that same sun breathing. I thought that if I trained a lot, I would be able to reach Yoriichi. But then the people who had the mark started dying. That's when I realized that the golden age was about to end and I had no future. That's why I won't be able to train any further. But then I found that demon, who offered me to become a demon to perfect my technique. The path that I had always wanted to choose with all my heart suddenly appeared before me. That's why I thought I would be free from all my duties. But Yoriichi appeared before me again, and he showed me that he was still stronger than me. And after that, he died. Even that demon couldn't defeat him, and there was no person who could harm Yoriichi. That's why I felt very useless, and I started hating Yoriichi. Then I cut Yoriichi in half, and I saw that he still had the flute that I had given him as a gift in his childhood. That's why I became emotional. But still, my anger did not subside, and I kept burning in the fire of anger from within. After so many years, I don't remember any of my family's faces, but Yoriichi's face is one that I can't forget, because he is like the sun in this world. All the humans who were with Yoriichi wanted to reach him, but they could never reach there, and they kept getting hurt until they were completely destroyed. I really couldn't achieve anything. I left my family and my humanity too. I also cut my descendant without thinking, and I also left my samurai life. But still, I couldn't achieve anything. You told me that whoever is the master of their craft always goes to the same place. But I could never reach there. I could never see the world that you could see. All those swordsmen who knew sun breathing were killed by me and that demon. But still, why is your sun breathing still alive? After all, why couldn't I leave anything behind? Why doesn't anyone know me? Why am I so different? After all, why was I born? Tell me, Yoriichi.
Then we see Kokushibo is completely destroyed, and he also has Yoriichi's cut flute. But Sanemi is still not stopping his attack, because he has become unconscious. That's why Gyomei comes and catches him and tells him to calm down. Then Gyomei goes to Genya, where we see Genya is alive despite being in such a bad condition. And he tells Gyomei to save Muichiro. Then Gyomei picks up Sanemi and takes him to Genya. And Genya is very happy to see that his brother is still alive. Then Gyomei goes to Muichiro and puts a cloth on his body and thanks him and Genya from the bottom of his heart. And he promises that they will defeat Muzan together. Then Muichiro reaches his twin brother, who is asking him to go back. That's why Muichiro doesn't understand anything. Then his brother tells him that he shouldn't have died there. Instead, he should have left from there, because he doesn't even know why he was born. Brother, I know why I was born. I was born to be happy, but it was the same for you, wasn't it? Didn't you ever feel happy in your life? I was very happy when the four of us lived happily like a family, but ever since I was alone, I have only suffered pain and sorrow. But after that, I made friends with whom I made many memories, and I became very happy again. I didn't run away from there because I wanted to save my friends, and I have no regrets about it. So stop calling my death pointless. If someone else had said that, I wouldn't have felt so bad. But you shouldn't say that at all. Then Muichiro's brother starts apologizing to him and hugging him, telling him that he just didn't want to see him die. Then Sanemi regains consciousness and sees Genya's body disappearing like a demon. That's why he starts trying to save him.
Forgive me, Genya, for calling you a burden that time. But you were never a burden to me, so don't die before me.
Thank you for saving me, brother.
What are you saying? I didn't save you.
You were trying to save me, and that's why I wanted to save you. We both feel the same because we are brothers. You have a lot of scary memories, so I wanted you to be happy and not die, because my brother is the sweetest person in this world.
Then Sanemi starts praying to God not to take Genya away. But we see Genya disappears completely, which breaks Sanemi, and he starts crying loudly. Then Gyomei explains to him that it's not over yet, because they still have to defeat Muzan. That's why he has to get up again. Then the crow gives everyone the news of Kokushibo's defeat, and also tells them that Genya and Muichiro are dead. Hearing this, Tanjiro becomes emotional.
Everyone is dying, but I still don't have to give up and fight till the end. I couldn't inherit anything, because when I got Rengoku's brother's letter, I came to know that there are 13 forms of sun breathing, but I only knew 12 forms. But I am still not going to stop because I will defeat Muzan.
Then Kiria realizes that Tamao will not be able to stop Muzan for long, due to which Muzan will recover again. Then Kiria's sister tells him that many demon slayers have reached Muzan's location. That's why Kiria tells everyone to give this order that no one will go near Muzan without Hashira. Then we see many demon slayers have surrounded Muzan's cocoon, but they are not able to reach him. Then a crow tells them to stop there until the Hashiras arrive, but they are not ready to stop. Then suddenly Muzan comes out of the cocoon, and in a moment, he cuts all the demon slayers present there. Then Kiria is still telling them to stop, because if they move towards him like this, Muzan will kill them and consume them, and he will recover very soon. Then the crow is still telling everyone to go back, and Muzan slits that crow's throat.
All those people are dead. When you live for 1,000 years, you are not used to eating delicious food. But now that I am so hungry, everything is tasting very delicious. Ubuyashiki has brought all this food for me, so I must thank him for that. But it seems Ubuyashiki's son or daughter has taken his place. I don't know who is giving these orders, but I must admit that these people are quite amazing. Maybe if they beg in front of me, I can convert them into demons. Because I have lost many of my companions. So, Tamao, it seems your medicine to convert from demon to human is not working.
Don't worry, Muzan. Today is the day you are going to hell.
Many people have told me that, but it has not happened till today.
Muzan, give me back my husband and my children.
Then it's fine. Die and go to your family.
Then Muzan tears Tamo's head apart, and Yoshiro realizes this, which makes him very angry. Then Muzan moves forward, killing the demon slayers. And Kiria is still telling everyone to step back, because no Hashira has reached there yet. All the demon slayers are dying, which means Muzan will recover very soon, and Tamao's sacrifice will go in vain.
That's enough. None of them are of any use to me. So tonight, I will finish all those demon slayers.